Okay, slightly different location than normal for these recaps. I was amazed at how well Battleground came off. You know, they've had some stumbles recently, but this one did a really, really good job. They actually had, I can't think of a single match that was bad. We begin with Orton, Sheamus. These two know each other well. Good match. Great back and forth. They did a lot more reverses than they normally do. And I loved how they really, really used the cloverleaf. Good use of the cloverleaf. You know, great job showing the bro kick, moving out of the bro kick, fake RKOs. Orton hits one out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Crowd pops. Good way to start the night off. New Day, primetime players. They actually changed up the script between these two, which was nice. Again, they heavily worked on Darren Young, Tag and Titus. Titus does normally a hot tag stuff, but he doesn't get the victory right away. Instead, they do more work with Darren Young. Darren Young looks like he's about ready to get taken out by the Omega Big End, whatever they call it. Was able to get out of it, hits a gut check on Kofi, tags in Big E, tags in a Titus. Titus hits the Clash the Titus on Big E, 1, 2, 3. Crowd's digging it. I'm like, all right, this is good. We've had some good matches. In the back, they talk with Steph. Steph name drops St. Louis, so you know, people in the crowd goes, "Yay, that's where we are." And then mentions a triple threat match. I thought this was going to take the place of Ryback's match since he's got a staph infection. But instead, it takes the place of the Divas Championship match. We could have 2 Divas matches on pay-per-view. 2. We almost never get that. Unless Stephanie McMahon's in the match. Or the Bellas are facing each other. I was like, oh man, it could have been awesome. So we get Becky Lynch. No, she's not in it, sorry. She's the last name to get announced. I thought she was going to be in it. No. So we get Charlotte. Sasha Banks. Versus Nikki. No, she leaves the ring. So we get Bray. So Sasha and Charlotte have this really solid one-on-one match that occasionally interrupted by Bray. I really do feel for that team. Bray is not. She seems so out of place. So horribly out of place. And she's really, really wrecking the flow between Sasha and Charlotte, which makes this match kind of... It's a great match for main roster, but... I kept on thinking, I was like, man, if only they could have brought up like a 4th woman. If Bayley didn't have a broken hand, and then you would have put like Charlotte with the Bellas, then the Bellas could have been like genetically superior, and then you would have had Charlotte on their team, and then Bayley would have been with Becky Lynch and with Paige. Then you could have had, you know, Charlotte in that match. But the Bella Army, Nikki, great wrestler. Alicia Fox, great wrestler when given time. Brie, you try hard. You really do. You need to get injured, and then the title will take your spot. And of course, Charlotte hits the figure 8 on Brie. Brie taps. All right. I'm thinking this is great. This is fantastic. Talking about the main event match already. I'm like, all right. Then we go Kevin Owens, Cena. These guys have had fantastic matches. The problem is, you can really tell when they're going to counter their moves. Their first match was fantastic. Their second match was good. This match, it felt like I'd seen a lot of it already. They have like the same spots. They just changed the order of them, but it was still the same spots. And I was like, this is still a good match, but I'm making my shake for breakfast. I'm not super involved in it. I'll put my head around the corner every now and then, catch some of the big moves, you know. And they did a great amount of big moves, you know. It was an indie work rate match. Owens kicks out of the second rope AA, which is good. That's the super Cena finisher. Then he gets an STFU. Oh, sorry, STF. Can't say the U anymore because it's PG. Fights out of it a couple of times, and after the super AA, he taps. And I was like, oh, great. you never get to have a winning series over John Cena. No, nobody beats John Cena two out of 3 times, unless you're Lesnar. But earlier in the night, they had a match we hadn't seen in quite some time. And I'm out of sequence. Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. When the Shield fought the Wyatt family, those 2 guys were the leaders. They had a couple one-on-one matches. They were amazing matches. They have not faced each other in quite some time. That match is the exact opposite of the Cena Owens match. Cena Owens had like big move, pinfall, kick out of 2. Reigns and Wyatt whoop the absolute crap out of each other. Towards the very end, they go for pinfalls. And it was just great match, beautiful back and forth. You do hear Wyatt tell Roman, I'm going to get the chairs. Wyatt starts throwing some chairs in the ring. Gets nailed by Roman. Roman grabs some of the chairs, starts hucking chairs in the ring. Grabs a couple more chairs. Ref is 10 to the chairs. There's this tall guy in a black hoodie. Pushes Reigns into the steel post. It's a super kick. And they're like, oh my god, who is it? Who is this like 6'8" man who just hit an awesome super kick? Who appears to have a full beard. Roll in the ring. Wyatt, Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. It's Harper. They are reforming the Wyatts. Yes. Good stuff. Like, alright. What I have to say, the commentary during the John Cena Owens match sucked. If I have to hear Big Match John one more time, I think I'm probably going to have to drive to wherever they are, jump into the building, run through the crowd, and take JBL's hat. If I have to hear Big Match John one more time. Big Match John. This is John in big matches. Big Match John. And the fact that that's my buddy texting me because I let him know about the ending. In fact that they only talk about John Cena losing to The Rock. Because we lost to The Rock at WrestleMania. How about when he got prison owned by Lesnar at SummerSlam? We don't talk about Lesnar just destroying John Cena a couple of times. We don't talk about that at all. It's just, well, The Rock beat John Cena. Brock destroyed him too. Brock humbled him. Humiliated him. Urine, vomit, the whole 9 yards. But they don't talk about that. So now we get to the Rollins-Lesnar match. This is Lesnar just toying with Rollins. It is to the point where when I watch the way those two interact, it's like me interacting with my like 17-month-old. I could do anything I want to do to my daughter, and she can't fight back. She's a child. I'm a full-grown man. That's what this match was like. It was just watching Rollins just get destroyed by Lesnar. Hits the F5. 1, 2, boom. Boom. Lights go out. Well, Lesnar, you didn't win the match. You're not champion. But that's okay. Nobody cares because Undertaker came back and attacked you. With like choke slams and like a dozen tombstones. With the crowd just freaking going nuts. And I was like, you know what? They really only had a couple ways this match could have ended. Way number 1. Rollins gets DQ'd. Way number 2. Rollins loses by count out. Rollins finds a way to get Lesnar far enough away from the ring that he can outrun him, and Lesnar loses by count out. Lesnar gets tired and just freaking kills him in the ring. And Lesnar loses by DQ. Sheamus cashes in and gets pinned by Rollins. Sheamus cashes in and pins Rollins. Sheamus cashes in and gets destroyed by Lesnar. Taker. When in doubt, break glass, bring in Taker. Great pay-per-view. Oh, and Miz came down and called out Big Show and got punched in the face.